Hi, I'm Emily Lawson, creator and founder of Sandbox Academy. My husband actually came up with the idea for our business. We were 24 years old, our daughter was 15 months old, and I was pregnant with our son. And Eric was in the Army, which means he was gone a lot. I had just quit my job as a teacher and joined a mom group. And right as I was starting to feel like I had found my people, some of the moms in the group were starting to talk about sending their 2-year-olds to preschool. So that was my daughter's age. And I just remember feeling lost in that moment. I remember thinking there is no way that Eric is going to be on board with this. I just chose to quit my job so that I could be stay-at-home mom and stay there with the kids. And he was super supportive. He was 100% on board with me doing whatever I wanted to do. But it definitely wasn't part of the plan for me to send the kids to preschool at that age. And frankly, it was out of the budget, in addition to just not being what I wanted to do. So with that not being in the cards for me, I kind of started to read the room, looking for other moms in the group who were also not participating in the conversation. I asked them if they were going to start preschool, and when they said no, I offered my skills. I offered to write activities for our kids, for us to do with our kids at home, since I was a teacher. I came home that day and told Eric about my plan of what I was going to do for my friends, and he suggested that it be for more than just my friend group. He figured there are lots of families out there in the same position as us who either didn't want to send their kids to preschool yet, or it just simply wasn't in the budget, and that I could offer a handbook of sorts to those families of what to teach their kids at home. So at first I was using my teaching degree and background a ton, but I quickly learned that what works in the classroom does not work at home, at least not all the time. Moms need activities that our kids find engaging and that help them learn. We also need those activities to be manageable with minimal prep and minimal supplies, because we don't have an entire classroom full of things at our disposal. And if you're like me, you have 2 kids at home, so you want that activity to engage both kids, or at least be something that I can add minor tweaks to so that both kids can get involved without me having to prep 2 different things. So I have a rule. Activities need to take me 2 minutes or less to prep, because I cannot be emotionally invested in the prep of this activity. If you are printing, cutting, laminating, and cutting again, you're gonna be emotionally invested when your kid is like, it was a cute idea, but this one's just not for me. So for that reason, every activity that I share is always 2 minutes of prep or less. When this whole idea of sharing activity ideas with other families first started, activity kits were part of the plan, but there was no way that I was going to be able to manage being a full-time stay-at-home mom and packing and prepping all of these kits to go out to other families. Us moms are busy. We want to do all the things for and with our kids. We see the super cute and fun, engaging activities on Pinterest and Instagram, and we want to be that mom. But then the overwhelm kicks in. How do I know what activities are appropriate for my kid? How do I know what to work on with them? Not to mention, when you have kids, going to the craft store to get all the supplies is on a whole nother level, because first you have to figure out what supplies you need. Then you have to wrangle up the kids and get them in the car, which by the time you're done with that, you feel like you deserve a reward, so you stop at Starbucks, right? Go into the store. If you're an all-star shopper, the only thing you buy are the items on your list. P.S. I'm not that all-star shopper. You finish shopping, get back in the car, it's lunchtime, your kids are hungry, so you might as well drive through Chick-fil-A and get lunch. Get home, the kids are tired, it's time for a nap, and it's time for you to start on all the prep work for those activities that you just bought all the supplies for. It's exhausting. The co-op preschool activity kits are the perfect solution to this. The shopping and prep has all been done for you, and they are designed to honor your kids' childhood while giving them the tools they need to succeed in kindergarten, so that on the first day of school, they can start, their worksheet thinking, I know how to do this. I did this with my mom. And that is the confidence boost that we all want our kids to have on the first day of school. The thing is, When we do these activities with our kids, we're taking a moment to help them turn on their brains. You know those times when your kid is like in their playroom or their bedroom and it's full of toys and they're just acting like they have no idea how to play, or they're hovering over your shoulder and you're just sitting there thinking like, go play. Come on, play is your job, go play. The key to fixing those moments is activities. The magic in an activity is that it is an opportunity for you to connect with your kids, help them turn on their brain and get them starting to think creatively, which will then lead to that independent play that we were looking for. And independent play is the highest form of learning for our kids. It's also that opportunity for you as a mom to sit down on the couch and drink some hot coffee before you've forgotten about it 5 times. The preschool activity boxes are part of the Sandbox Academy Cooperative. There are multiple women who contribute different aspects of each unit because at the end of the day, no one benefits from me being the only voice in the room, just like a homeschool cooperative would be. There are reading experts who contribute the recommended reading lists, a kid-friendly food blogger who contributes all the different recipes that you can create with your kid, and in each theme there are different activities designed and created by other creators. Being able to have these women contribute their skill sets to the moms in this community is invaluable. When I get emails and messages from moms who share that they feel successful after doing these activities with their kids, it's just the ultimate compliment. Knowing that there are other moms in the same situation that I was in 5 years ago, not quite wanting to send their kids to school yet and maybe not having it in their budget, being able to provide them with an alternative, to provide them with a solution, it's pretty cool. I'm incredibly grateful to be able to serve other moms and by just making their lives a little bit easier and giving them the activities that they can do with their kids to boost their confidence before kindergarten.